Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Norma Sarah binti Hassan. My student ID is 2021109843.
Hi, my name is Nurul Aisyah binti Azlan. My student ID 2021 123087.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Shazalina binti Kazali and my student ID is 2021108117.
First is introduction. So what is differentiation? In mathematics, differentiation is a method used to find the derivative of a function. The opposite of finding derivative is anti-differentiation. Differentiation can also be defined as the derivative of a function with respect to an independent variable. Next, why we use differentiation? Derivatives are used to determine the maximum and minimum values for a particular function. For example, cost, strength, amount of material used in the building, profit, loss, and etc. Next, what you need to know before you answering the analysis of function question. First, you have to know how to find the x and y intercept. Second, you have to know how to find critical number. Third, you have to know how to find vertical asymptote and horizontal asymptote. Fourth, you have to know how to find increasing or decreasing interval. Fifth, you have to know how to find concave upward and concave downward. And lastly, you have to know how to find inflection point. So here we have a figure on what is meant by concave upward and concave downward.
Next, we look at the problem statement. Given fx equal to x plus 1 power of 3 minus 8. Then, find the x-intercept and y-intercept. To find x-intercept, y is equal to 0. So, x plus 1 power of 3 minus 8 is equal to 0. Then, we bring the negative 8 to the right and become the positive number. X plus 1 power of 3 is equal to 2 power of 3. Because we won't get the whole number, we cut the power of 3 at the right and the left. So, x plus 1 is equal to 2. Then, x is equal to 1. Then, to find y-intercept, x is equal to 0. 0 plus 1 power of 3 minus 8 is equal to y. The answer is y equal to negative 7, not 7. Sorry for the typo. Then, we get the answer for x-intercept is equal to 1, 0 and y-intercept is equal to 0, negative 7. Next question. Find the interval where fx is increasing or decreasing. So first, we have to find the derivative of fx. So we got the answer 3x plus 1 power of 2 minus 0. And we simplify it and become 3x plus 1 power of 2. Then we develop the algebra expression first and we got the 3x power of 2 plus 2x plus 1 equal to 0. Then we develop again and get the answer 3x power of 2 plus 6x plus 3 equal to 0. And then we simplify it and get the answer x plus 1 equal to 0. At the last, we get x is equal to negative 1. So, for the interval table, we put the test value negative 1 in the middle, and in the right, x is more than negative 1, and in the left, x is less than negative 1. Then, the sign of 3x plus 1 power of 2 is positive in both test value. Then, derivative of x, no changes because no extremum points, neither maximum nor minimum. Then for increasing interval, we get negative infinity, negative 1, union, negative 1, positive infinity. And decreasing interval, none answer.
Next, we go to the question C. The question asks we to find the interval where fx is concave up or concave down and find the inflection point. So the first step that you need to do is find the interval is concave up or concave down. You need to find second derivative from first derivative like this question. The first derivative is 3x plus 1 square 2. So when we make second derivative, it will become 6x plus 1. So after we get the second derivative, we will find value of x. So from that, we will know which one is concave up or concave down. Second step is we will make table. That is, in the table we will put the interval, test value and sign of second derivative. The interval that we will use is two. First is negative infinity and negative 1. The test value that we will use for the interval is negative 2. The second interval is negative 1 and infinity. The test value for this interval is 0. So the sign that we will get from negative infinity and negative 1 is negative. The sign that we will get from negative 1 and infinity is positive. So the interval that is concave up is negative infinity and negative 1. The concave down is interval by negative 1 and infinity. Next, to determine the inflection point, we will use the x value that we get from the second derivative, that is negative 1. So we will use the fx that given from the question, that is x plus 1 square 3 minus 8. And the inflection point that we will get is negative 1 and negative 8. Lastly, the question D is they ask us to sketch the graph of fx by using the above information. So the information that we will use to sketch the graph is y-intercept, x-intercept and inflection point, because in this question we don't have maximum point and minimum point. So the graph will be down because it has many negative points. So the conclusion that we can get from the analysis of function, we can find x and y intercept and also the critical point from the given fx. Next, from the given fx, we can find increasing and decreasing interval using the first derivative. And also, if we do the second derivative from the first derivative, we can find concave up and concave down. The inflection point we can find from the value of x that we get from the second derivative. Lastly, with the all value that we get from first derivative and second derivative, we can sketch the graph of fx.